Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, hey, how's it going? I'm Erica and this is She Thrifted It. This is not a thrifted video, but it is a DIY upcycling. I have this Tommy Hilfiger, it's sort of like a blazer. I like the lines on there. I like the button detailing because on there it has a Tommy Hilfiger. It has two side pockets here. The sleeves are great. If you already see the vision, right? The denim jacket that I have underneath, it's too small. I didn't want to throw it out. So I decided that, you know what, why not upcycle it? So that's what I'm going to try to do today. This is how it fits. It's a bit too snug. To me, I think it's too snug. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to go and just cut a little bit above here of the cuff for both, and then as well along here and along there, and then stitch it on. We're gonna see how I do that together because I've not done this before, so here we go. So I'm gonna try and make sure that there's enough room so that way I could do like a seam. So under here, I'm gonna bring this under here. I'm gonna use the same color thread on here or something closer. So I'm thinking I'm gonna use this cream. I also thrifted this, like these two huge rolls of thread. I figured perfect. So I could either use, because it kind of matches in the denim, it's like the same color I believe in the denim. So if I'm sewing anything denim wise, I could use this, and it's just perfect. I found these at the thrift store, and I know these were like what, 2 in a pack or 3 in a pack, and they were like $5, and I'm sure if I was to order them separately or something it would be more, but either way, I digress. So I am going to pin this just right here. I think I'm gonna just cut it off to make it easier, so I'm just gonna go maybe like a bit in front of the first single seam that I see there. And it's not gonna be perfect, and I gotta tell myself that. So now I can go in with this. Maybe I should do it like this. Would it be like that? And then just roll it over. Okay, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna pin it like that. So now the sleeves are all detached from there, and I've placed it on the Tommy Hilfiger. This was from Dynamite, not that it really matters. And so I'm gonna start from here. So I want to perhaps go maybe half an inch, maybe an inch away from the buttons, so that way I can stitch when I'm sewing. I can have, you know, room to stitch it and avoid those buttons. And I'm not, these lines are not even perfect at all. So I'm cutting this other strip, the buttonhole strip. I'm not measuring this, I'm just eyeballing it. So I have now gone ahead and somehow tried to line up the Tommy Hilfiger and the Dynamite denim. Dynamite denim. And I'm a bit nervous because I'm like, I don't know how I'm gonna stitch this to avoid the buttons here. Unless I have to go really, really close. Or, okay, I'm gonna try and line it up and then come back and see, but I have to stay far away from these buttons as well as these. So if I sew it, oh my goodness, I think I should have cut off a bit more. Okay, so I'm gonna put the pins as close to possible where I'm going to use the thread, so that the needle, so that way I'm staying at a safe distance from the denim buttons. So when I have a safe space and I have everything pinned, I will come back and show you guys that step. I think I'm gonna have to, I already pinned this side, and so what I did is that I unbuttoned, this is kind of cool, I unbuttoned these, and then it gave me some safer distance to sew up here, and then I can just cover it back. So this is perfect, as opposed to going through it like that, because then it would be a bit thicker, right? So just unbuttoning this side, and then I'm going to use these pins to be my guide here. Yeah, just like that. And I think I cut off enough fabric. Remember I was saying I need to cut off maybe like a bit of half an inch, so that way I could do the sewing. Oh, this just broke. Lovely. All right, so I'm gonna do this off camera and come back to show you my plans for the collar. Okay, so now I'm at the collar area, and I'm thinking I'm going to, I don't know, maybe go as close to this seam as possible on the denim, or maybe go a little bit above it. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, so just for the tip of the Tommy Hilfiger, I'm gonna start stitching there. So I'm gonna pin there, so that's what I'm gonna do. I wanted to have it kind of like be seam to seam, but then there's like a little bulge right here. I don't know if you guys can see that. There's a bit of a bulge that would be happening. So I have to go a bit up more because I feel that it's the extra fabric that's causing that to happen. So I'm just gonna go around it and pin that into place and then come back on camera when I'm done. This was a bit challenging to attach the sleeves on, but I did it. I am not a professional. This is absolutely just me trying to sew, okay? Like I kind of know how to sew, but I'm a beginner. Let's just say that, okay? I'm not that proficient. I am a beginner. So as you can see, I've attached the sleeve, and I think it's kind of cute. I stitched it on the I attached it on outside as opposed to the inside, because what I did notice is that when I had put it inside, when I was trying to sew it inside of here, so instead of attaching the denim strip on the inside, I noticed that the sleeve of the Tommy Hilfiger was getting a little bit small. So I decided to just attach it outwardly. Stitch, they're not perfect, they are so not perfect, but what I like about this is the fact that there's a bit of the stressing going on with it. So if I were to just, it's kind of cute, it adds some character to the sleeves of it. So if I were to wear it outward, it would look fine, and if I were to fold it, it would look even better, because then you know what I mean, it just seem more seamless in my opinion. So now what I'm going to do, I think this should be the simplest bit. That's what I think. I think this should be simpler than attaching the sleeves. So here we go. Gotta back stitch it. Go back forward. So this is how I styled it. It doesn't look bad. I have a camisole underneath. My leather belt from, these are all thrifted. Everything I'm wearing is thrifted except for my shoes. These are from Aldo. These pants are thrifted. I actually did a bit of alterations in these because they were a bit too snug, so I altered these a bit. The camisole was a bit too big. I got it in a large, and so I took in the sides and, you know, made it a little bit smaller. The jacket now, this upcycle jacket, it's okay. Like the sleeves, I think I'm gonna go and I'm gonna distress the outer parts of it, like right here. I was sort of doing it for this, as you can see. Another thing I added was I went in for the, you know, the inseams on the arms of the Dynamite denim jacket, and I just cut it off and I stitched it onto the pocket, like the outer parts of the pocket, and I added a bit of, you can see a bit of fraying going on here. So I thought this just made it tie in together really well. And then I think it matches so perfectly with these wide leg pants. Very, very cute. Button it like so. And so just like that, I didn't have to throw away my favorite jacket. I just literally repurposed it into something even better. I like that for me. If you like videos like these and you don't mind seeing more, hey, why not go ahead, hit that subscribe button, comment, like, and share. God willing, you'll stop by for my next video. Until then, take care.